Hi, I'm Miss Hearn. Let's get started. In this video, we're going to look at how to find a weighted mean on a TI30XS calculator. So here I have my data and my frequencies in a chart off to the right, and these are the values that I want to put into my calculator and use the calculator to find the mean. So we're going to first start by entering the data, which you're going to do by pressing the data button in the second row. Now you can see that I already have data in my calculator, so I'm going to need to clear that out. To do this, you're going to hit the data button again, and then it's going to ask you, do you want to clear list 1, list 2, list 3? I'm going to start by clearing list 1. I can do that by either hitting enter since 1 is highlighted, or by just hitting the number 1. I'm going to hit 1, and now I'm going to hit the data view again, and I'm going to hit 2 to clear list 2. So now all of my data is cleared from list 1 and list 2. I'm currently at the top of list 2. I'm going to arrow left and get back to list 1. I like to put my data values in list 1, so I'm going to start by entering 21,900. Once you've typed it in, you can either hit enter or arrow down. I'm going to arrow down and I'm going to type in the next data value, 23,700. And I'm going to arrow down and continue in this way until I get all of my data entered. After I enter my last data value, 149,200, I'm going to arrow down one more time, which brings me to a blank, and then I'm going to arrow to the right to get to list 2, L2. This is where I like to put my frequencies, but you can put it in any list you'd like. The calculator will ask you which list is your frequency in a little while when we do our calculations. So I'm going to now put in 13 for the frequency of the first data value, arrow down, 9 for the second, arrow down, and continue in this way. Once I enter my last frequency value, 1, I'm going to arrow down, and then I am done entering my data. I'm in a blank space here, and if at that point you're in a blank space, you hit clear, it's going to take you back to your regular calculator screen, but the data is still stored. So then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find our mean by telling the calculator where to find the data. So we're going to hit second and then stat, which is right above the data button. So second stat, and then it's going to ask us if we're doing one variable or two variable statistics. We only have one list of data. The numbers on the right are the frequencies. They're not actually data values. So we only have one list of data, so we're going to hit either hit enter or click the number 1 in order to select one variable stats. Once you do that, the calculator is going to ask you where the data is located. I like to have my data in list 1. You can see L1 is already highlighted, but let's say that I decided for some reason to put it in list 2 or list 3. I can arrow left and right to select which one I want. Once I have the list highlighted that I want to use, I'm going to click enter, and now it's going to ask me where my FRQ or frequencies are. My frequencies are in list 2, so I'm going to hit enter, and now it's going to ask me if I want to do calculations. Since I'm ready to do the calculations, I'm going to hit enter again, and now it's going to bring up all the one variable statistics calculations where the data is in L1 and the frequencies are in L2. The first value N is the number of data values entered, which is 49, the sum of the frequencies. And if we arrow down one, we see here X bar, which stands for the mean. You could also calculate the sample standard deviation or the population standard deviation, as well as some other values. But I want the mean, which is item number 2. Now, if all I need to do is look at it and write down the mean, then I can copy down 29,134.7 or however many decimal places I want. But if I actually want to use that mean for some reason, right now I can click 2 and it's going to put X bar on my screen. And then I can use that to do any calculations I want. Or I can just hit enter and it'll display it on my screen away from the other values. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That helps other students to find the video. You can also subscribe to my channel to see more math and statistics videos. Click on the statistics playlist or click on another statistics video link. I also love hearing from my YouTube fans, so please, if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below.